Putin denounces one cause of the world's economic instability. Inflation and food prices are being driven up by Western policies of massive money printing, according to Russia's President in an online address to an extraordinary G20 summit on Wednesday. Russian President Vladimir Putin said that the world economy is under tremendous strain due to the foolish macroeconomic policies of certain nations. According to the Russian leader, who spoke via video link, the world economy is in shambles because of government actions, even those justified as essential to combat the pandemic. A spike in global inflation and a quickening of energy and food prices were the inevitable results of the massive influx of trillions of dollars and euros into the banking system and the economy. Putin stated that the events he mentioned, economic turmoil, are fundamentally different from his own actions and efforts to secure justice in Ukraine. The Russian president claims that these policies have contributed to rising interest rates, which have disproportionately affected developing nations. According to him, Moscow is in favor of re-establishing collegial and mutually respectful teamwork as a foundation for international economic cooperation that is both transparent and advantageous to all parties involved. Putin emphasized the significance of optimizing the global economic management system. That is, to fully restore the arbitration function of the World Trade Organization, WTO. Putin further emphasized the significance of developing nations' participation in global financial organizations, such as the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. To use the resources of these organizations in the interests of the development of countries and regions that are truly in need, and not for opportunistic political purposes, the Russian leader adamantly states. Considering the BRICS' apparent increasing weight and influence, particularly as it expands, we are prepared to collaborate in order to address the economic agenda issues within the G20 and other international organizations, Putin stated as his conclusion. The sculpture, which was completed in Minsk, had been sold on May 13 in New York by the famous British auction house Christie's for $115,200. According to the Belarusian emigration portal zrkalo.io, the organizers of the auction had anticipated offers of $200,000 to $300,000, but the actual price was lower. No one knows who bought it or how Lukashenko ended up with the statue. Visiting Russia and Kyrgyzstan, Alexander Lukashenko went on a foreign trip between May 13 and November 11 of this year. He first met with Vladimir Putin on July 9 in Sochi, then on July 23 in San Pietroburgo, and on September 14 in Russia for a second meeting. On October 13, Lukashenko took part in the Bishkek Unity of Independent States ceremony. On that occasion, he reportedly had a bilateral meeting only with Uzbekistan's president, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, according to the website of the Bielska presidential administration.